I have a little spot dedicated for our life support station right behind this shed. Now, when I say life support, I mean our air pump, our circulation pumps, our bead filter, our UV clarifier and such. Everything's going to be located over in this section. Now, our trench comes through here. This is the suction side where we'll be pulling all the water from the pond. The pond's right over behind us this way. And we'll be taking in all the water here through life support and sending the water back to the pond via the trenches located to my right. Now I have a TPR jet that's going to come back into the pond and make the water give a little swirl. And then I have my backwash lines. They're going to feed out that way. Let me take you up close and show you where those lines are headed. So in this trench, or these trenches, this is where all the clean water is going to get returned back to the pond. So once water gets pulled into the life support station, it's going to enter in through these pipes. And one tip I want to give you is when you're digging your trenches, make them wide enough so you can lay all your pipes side by side. Just in case you had to make a repair, it's very easy to dig up the dirt, and then you can get in and you can make a repair without all the pipes being bundled up like that. Now, before we backfill these trenches, I'm going to drop some low voltage wires in here, so that way when we go to do our pond lighting, all of my wires will be leading into the ponds and the specific locations where I want light. Let me show you up close where we're going to run all of our backwash water. I have a spot back behind the waterfall where we're going to reuse the water from the pond and help water some of the plants in the landscape. This is our backwash pipe. Any and all water that we're going to take for maintenance on the pond, when we backwash the bead filter, when we do any gravity flow from the waterfall filter, we're going to feed it all into this line. It'll be placed next to the fence behind the bamboo, and that water will feed down the entire line, percolate in, and disperse the water evenly through the landscape. Now, in your case, you might run it to the tomatoes or to the orchard. Wherever you are going to send it, I just would say that you recycle it back into your landscape. When we set the waterfall to begin with, we had stubbed up this air line to the sky. And I just wanted to point it out that we ran a 3/4 inch line from the life support area all the way around up. This is above water level. This is an air loop. So it comes from the life support area up, in, and then back down into the filter. So this is going to be above water level. And that way, if there's ever a power outage or you shut the air pump off for maintenance, water won't backflow to the air pump and ruin it. In this trench, we are going to be running our TPR jet back into the pond. TPR stands for tangential pond return. So we want the pond, the water to come in at a tangent. We want it to come in at an angle. I want the jet to be returning in around 16 to 18 inches deep. So we're going to have to dig this section out and tunnel a hole beneath this bond beam, and that's where the pipe is going to return. What we're doing is we're just tunneling under the bond beam so we can just get our pipe stubbed out right here. Once we get our pipe stubbed out, we can fill this back in with concrete, and then we can backfill so it's nice and sturdy, and then we'll make our liner attachment with a specialty fitting.